Let's see, I wonder if we're live. And I wonder if there's still someone here, despite this pretty big delay in starting today's walk. Oh, it looks like it. Looks like it. It looks like we're live. Welcome. Also, thank you, Jenny, and thank you, Vidya, for your super chats. That's very kind of you, even before we start. Wonderful, thank you. Very motivating. So I'm here. That's the Tamagawa Josui down there. I'm actually a little bit behind. Like I actually ended the stream a little bit further down this, here, but the bus I was on stopped here, and since I was already late, I thought, why not start the stream as quickly as possible. So that's what I did. Let's go. Some of you might remember this place with all the signs I passed here on my previous stream 3 days ago. But yeah, I'm excited. It's so nice because it's actually much cooler now. It's 23 degrees right now. 23 degrees, that's like 10 degrees cooler than what it was a week ago. It actually feels, yeah, the air feels so fresh and crisp. It's very sunny, but other than that, yeah, it's finally, I think we can say with some confidence that sticky season is over for this year, and I am very happy about that. So we are continuing the Tamagawa Josui stream. Last time it took me 4 years between episode 3 and 4. Now it took me 3 days. I think that's worthy of some praise in the comment section, isn't it? But it's gonna be nice. I think if we are really ambitious today, we could make it all the way to Takaido Station, which is, from what I can see on the map, that's kind of where the river goes underground, and then it flows underground until it reaches central Tokyo. If we're really ambitious, we might be able to make it there, but that's kind of like a stretch goal. If we can make it to Kichioji and Inokashira Park, that's good enough. That's about 9 kilometers from my current location. I think that's doable. Expect that to take about 2 hours. I did charge the phone 100%. I had it kept switched off until I got off the bus, so it's still at 100%, which should give us as much run time as possible. And yeah, already 65 people, 67 people watching. That's a good sign. Already got 2 super chats. That's also a good sign. I'm excited. Let's do this. Let's do this. To be a little bit careful with the screen brightness because it is very bright. So the phone has a tendency to ramp up the screen brightness, and that sucks the battery pretty much. Let's see what he's saying. Good luck. It looks like a lovely day, so maybe reward yourself with some nice ice cream. Yeah, maybe I will do that. Ice cream is always a good motivator. An ice cream break during today's walk doesn't seem too far-fetched. You might be able to make that happen. I had some coffee today already. Had a cup for breakfast, of course, as always, and then I had a bottled coffee on the train on my way here. Actually woke up with a bit of a headache, which is quite unusual. I don't have headaches very often, but this morning I did, but it feels okay now. So maybe my body was just craving some caffeine. I don't know. Mr. Miyazaki says, 2 days in a row, Tama Yosui, not 4 more years like in politics. No, let's see. I wanna get this over with now. I think 1 or 2 more episodes after this one should be enough to finish the entire series. So yeah, here's where I ended the stream last time. Over here, there's a little conveni. Here's the entrance to Koganei Park, where I went for lunch after the stream. I think I actually waved goodbye to you here on this little bridge. So yeah, so green. Like you can barely see the water. So overgrown. Very nice. Let's walk on this side instead of the side with all the cars. Let's hope we don't bump into any wasps' nests today. Gari can break for a change. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Could happen. Ohayou gozaimasu. Says Torres. Ohayou gozaimasu. So we are now in Sakura-cho in Koganei-shi. Still in the far west of Tokyo, although slightly less far to the west compared to last episode, because we're walking towards the central part of the city. Oh, very high grass here. Maybe I should get further soon. Here's a little playground. I would say it's not so sad. Sadness rating 2 out of 5 maybe. If 5 is ultimate sadness, I would say this is a 2 out of 5 sadness playground. Oh, says Jenny Skunk. What does that mean? What's uh-oh? Yesterday I actually went to have a look at the iPhone 17. Still haven't really made up my mind if it's time to upgrade or not this year, or if I should stick with this one for another year. We'll see. Oh, very high grass here. Ooh, oh my god, that scared me a lot. It was just a pigeon, but oh my god, I almost got a heart attack. Did we have a glitch in the matrix? Yeah, yes, the last time too. It was glitching quite a lot. I don't know if it's something with YouTube or if it's something if I can do anything about it. I have no idea. Always annoying when it happens. I want to give you, my dear viewers, the best experience possible when it comes to my streams, but I can only do so much. This traffic light will ever turn green. Doesn't look like it. There's no button for me to press now. And since I have 100 viewers, I don't want to break the law. Ah, finally green. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I think I'll walk here, but the river is just there, so don't worry, I'm following it very much. Also, I just forgot to switch on the tracking, but I just did. So I actually have this function so that when I connect the gimbal to my phone, automatically sets the phone to do not disturb mode because I don't want any notifications and stuff when I'm streaming. But that seems to also disconnect the Apple Watch from detecting that I'm walking. Usually if I start walking, my watch notices that and it tells me like, hey, are you walking? Do you want to track your walk? But it never does when I'm streaming, which is a little bit annoying. Yeah, the grass is a little bit, this side, there is a path here, but it's pretty unkept. So I'll just walk on the street instead. What a cozy neighborhood. Yeah, it is. Like I said during the last walk as well, like this Western Tokyo is, like the residential neighborhoods here are all so nice. Very peaceful, very like, I don't know, a good blend of greenery and urban facilities. I wouldn't mind living somewhere around here. I don't think I would mind. And especially because if you live here, you also have the mountains really close. For me to get to Takao-san takes like an hour plus. Takao-san is the closest mountain to central Tokyo. But if you live here, you can probably be like at a mountain trail in like less than 30 minutes, which is quite nice. I think I would very much enjoy that. Ah, yes, Yanni, it sounds like your Fitbit is a little bit too sensitive. The Apple Watch is pretty accurate, but yeah, the problem is that it doesn't, it triggers all the time except when I'm streaming, and that's usually when I really want to track the walk, but guess you can't have it all. I think my phone battery is getting pretty weak. I've only been streaming for 12 minutes and we have already gone from 100% to 90%. Yikes. Miyazaki could also live around here. Yeah, look, I mean, this is just so, all these peaceful and harmonic neighborhoods, right? Here's another entrance to Koganei Park. Actually, after my last live stream, I went into the park for lunch. Had some pretty mediocre soba, to be honest, but anyway, the park is very big. I've never been to it before, and there's actually a pretty well-regarded open-air museum in there. So I think I should check out that park at some point as well. Oh, did I just get another super chat? Yes, Matt, UK, thank you. Hi T, new to the channel, so please have a beer on me. Thank you very much. It's very nice of you. You guys are generous today. I appreciate it. Because to be honest, like, just to get here, not only does it take over an hour for me, it also costs me like 1,000 yen just to get to and from this stream. So your help is highly appreciated. As long as I'm not losing money on doing this, I'm okay. But yeah. Yeah, Olive, I don't know if the new updates to iOS has something to do with the decrease in battery life. Maybe, but I was feeling it even before I did upgrade to the latest iOS. But yeah, my phone was starting to get pretty bad already. I mean, no wonder. I've been using this phone for 3 years now, and I don't know how many streams I've done with it. The fact that it still says that I have 85% battery health is kind of surprising to me. Ah, Yari, welcome. And Aryo is here too. That's not every day. Welcome to the chat. Right now this walk is maybe not terribly exciting. Just this road and a barely visible river, but I think once we get closer to Inokashira Koen, the scenery should change a bit, and I think it should be quite nice. And from there on it should be quite interesting as well. We will basically, when the river hides underground, we will mostly walk on these ryokudos, greenways, which are generally very pleasant. Let's walk down here again. Ah, this is nice. Nice and walkable. Josui Sakuradori. Now even this road is named after Tamagawa Josui. Ah, good to see you here, back in the clay. Let's do a little map check here. Where are we? Where are we going? Let me see. Let me give you a little update as well. So we are here. Like I said, I think a good goal would be Inokashira Koen, which is the big park next to Kichijoji. Very popular spot. And the Google says it will take us a little over an hour. It's only 5k there. So yeah, let's set that as the first goal, and then let's see how we feel about walking even further from there. I don't know if you can see it, but there are plenty of dragonflies around here. Actually, yesterday I went to the park and tried to catch some dragonflies with my daughter, but they're pretty fast. We didn't get any dragonflies. We got a couple of butterflies and some other insects that we put in her mushibako, like this little box, insect box. I don't know what it's called, proper name in English, but yeah, popular little toy here in Japan. Oh, and did we get another super chat? Wow, you guys are pretty generous today. It takes two to tango. Inokashira 公園でアイスクリームをどうぞ。ありがとうございます。Takes two to tango さん。ありがとう。ありがとう。じゃあ必ずアイス買わないね。公園で。Jari says this route looks familiar. You have walked here before. I don't think so. Or I'm actually 100% sure that I have not walked here before. But it does look very much like where I walked last episode. So yeah, I'm not surprised if you think it's the same place, but it's actually not. We are now a little bit further to the east. Actually, let me check. I think Koganei Park is still the biggest kind of landmark close to where I am. We're just straight north from Higashi Koganei station on the Chuo line, and we are continuing to walk to the east. The next station that will pass relatively close to would be Musashi Sakai station on the Chuo line. Yeah, here it says Higashi Koganei station, 1.2 kilometers. I keep like zigzagging. Whenever I reach a bridge, I cross to the other side of the river. I don't know if you can see it, but here you can actually see. Let me zoom in on that for you real quick. You can actually see the mountains over there in the horizon. To be honest, this morning I was really tempted to go to Takao-san and walk there, but I did feel a little bit of pressure to continue this series, so that's what I did instead. It's very windy today. I hope my mic is doing a good job in blocking out the wind noise. There are pretty strong gusts of wind every once in a while. Good, Yari. Thanks for confirming that you can hear me. No wind noise here. Okay, Marcella. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Yeah, Takao-san, the most famous mountain in Tokyo. Even though it is such a popular spot, I think it's also a very nice little day trip destination. There are nicer mountains if you go a little bit further, but the fact that Takao-san is so popular also means that there are quite a lot of facilities on the mountain, several restaurants and small kiosks and whatnot where you can buy everything from food to like rice cakes and grilled fish, and I kind of like that. In case you want to know where we are here. Itsukaichi Kaido, Sakura Jutsumi, Musashi no Shi. This. Seems very nice, apart from wireless coverage. Yeah, it's maybe not really solid enough to do a stream from there, but I think compared to many other mountains, Takao is still okay. If you venture even further up into the mountain range, signal will be even weaker. So here we have it, cute little river. I was actually reading up a little bit on Tamagawa Josui this morning. I had to refresh my memory. It was built around the year 1650 in order to give the city of Tokyo another freshwater source for irrigation, but also drinking water. And it was actually said it was completed in 18 months, which is quite impressive. 400 years ago, building a canal all the way from the outskirts. That's a pretty cool house, by the way. Looks like an old kura. Wonder if it's a new house that has been made to look old, or if it is actually an old house that has been designed, like redesigned into something more modern. Anyway, yeah, almost 400 years ago, this canal was built by two brothers, or at least they were like in charge of the job. There were probably more people involved than just the two of them. But yeah, pretty cool that they managed to dig it all the way into central Tokyo. Oh, Craig, thank you. 久しぶりですね。ミニティーを美味しいアイスをありがとうございます。じゃあミニティーもアイス買いますね。昨日かき氷買った。一緒に食べた公園で。Yesterday me and Mini had some かき氷 in Kineta Park. But now I also got instructed to buy some ice cream for my daughter. So I will make sure to get her some ice cream on my way home today. Alan and Ayumi, sorry if I'm ruining your ambitions to tidy up your garden, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here walking with me. Thank you. Smells like there's a restaurant nearby, or just someone cooking. Well, I should not start talking about food already. I need to walk for at least another hour first. Oh, maybe this is the place that I smelled. It says yakiniku. I think this guy doesn't want me to walk here on they're maybe pruning the trees or something. So let's walk. Let's switch sides again. We are just about to hit the 30-minute mark of today's walk. Battery is down to 80%. which is not terribly bad. Losing 20% in half an hour is okay. I was more concerned for those like 10% in 10 minutes that I had in the beginning of the stream. The scenery from each walking live stream has kept me company through special times. Thank you, Christine. I'm glad that you allow the sceneries from my walk to be a part of your everyday life. I take that as a sign that you enjoy it. It's so overgrown. Here it's pretty shallow though. Look at all this dirt. Here it's a little bit more open. A little bit. I'm glad the heat is gone. Yeah, so am I. Oh, this is perfect. From now, what is it now? September, October. Yeah, now we have like 2 really comfortable months coming up, maybe even 3. In December it starts getting quite cold, or I mean everything is relative, not so cold compared to Sweden, but now at least a month and a half we will have this very pleasant weather. That should mean plenty of streams for you. Let's see what else is saying. A little creek, yeah. The little creek, also known as Tamagawa Josui. Lots of flowers here, and a big bumblebee. Guess right now is the best weather. Yeah, like I always say, like autumn is my favorite season in Japan, and basically starts now. I like this time of the year better than spring, just because spring is a little bit, it's very intense for me in terms of work. I mean, it's also a nice time, it's popular for a reason, but autumn feels much more like chill. I don't know why we have these looping issues. I blame it on YouTube. I don't know, those of you who are watching other live streamers as well, do they have the same kind of problem? Or is this looping issue just something that happens to my channel? My watch just told me that we walked 2 kilometers. Probably a bit more, but 2 kilometers since I told it to start tracking this walk. Oh, very windy again. Wait, I think I should walk down here instead. Hey, looks like the river is making a little bit of a turn here, diverging from this big road that we've been following for the last couple of kilometers. So that's nice. Hopefully it will be a little bit less noisy from here on. Let me see what else he's saying. Yes, back in the clay. I'm also using Prism, the paid version. Yeah, if there's one positive thing that has come out of this AI boom in the last couple of years, it is that it feels like it has also really improved the quality of all these translation tools. You can see you're talking about it in the live chat. Like 5 years ago, I still often kind of made jokes about Google Translate, but reflection reveal, but yeah, now I feel that it's getting really good, and there are some other tools which are even better. Wonder where we are now. We are slowly getting closer to reflection reveal. There you go. We're getting closer. 3.9 kilometers left to Inokashira. I like the name. The spot that I set as the goal, just kind of randomly, kind of the spot where Tamagawa Josui meets Inokashira. It's called Kaze no Sanpomichi. That means like, what's a good translation that kind of keeps the same nuance? Like, windy walking road doesn't really sound as poetic as Kaze no Sanpomichi. I think it deserves a better translation, but the literal meaning is, yeah, windy walking road. Nice little garden area here. And let me see, what are you guys saying? Yes, Lemmy and Yuka too. They also have this kind of glitches, technical glitches in their streams. I know that they are also using Prism. Yeah, it would be interesting to hear if they also have this problem as we do. So we are going this way. I think, I don't know if there's like 0 cars here. Looks like I can maybe walk on this side of the river. Okay, now we're in Musashinoshi. No longer in Kodairashi, Musashinoshi. This kanji I cannot. Okay, Sakai. As in Musashi Sakai. Sakai Onchome. Huh. Very narrow. Maybe I'll stick to the road after all. Translation is actually awful. You think so? I don't know. Between Japanese and English, it's pretty good now. will never replace a human. Well, I think for some tasks it can. And I don't really see a problem with it either, but of course it should not replace too much. And I think it will never be able to give us the kind of things that makes human interaction so great. Like emotions and stuff. Let's see. We're now 40 minutes into the live stream. Battery is at 70%. One thing I love about doing these walks is that I get to see so many different aspects of Tokyo. Like, I've never been to this area before, and most likely I would never come here, but just to see all these different neighborhoods makes me kind of appreciate living in Tokyo even more, because of all the variety and because of all the cozy little streets, all the opportunities to explore and discover. Another pretty nice little playground. I mean, nothing too spectacular, but I like that this thing is made of wood. It's not super common here in Japan. You see a lot of playgrounds where everything is just made of metal and plastics. This looks like a very old mansion. Tokyo Explorer, what do you think of the Ricoh GR4? Good question. I haven't really looked into it much yet, to be honest. So I don't know what the differences are from the third generation. The main reason, or like the main area where it could possibly be improved, in my opinion, would be autofocus. Other than that, I don't know. I'm very happy with the third generation, and I don't feel that it's lacking in any other way. Sakurabashi Haim. It's still so overgrown. This side here, yeah, now it looks a little bit more walkable. Let's try. Let's walk on this side for a little while. I don't know about other Pentax and Ricoh cameras, but yeah, the GR is a little bit wonky when it comes to autofocus. I actually use my GR3 more now than ever. This summer it really clicked with me. I really started enjoying using that camera. Mostly thanks to the small size and the fact that it still gives like pictures that are a significant step up from mobile phone pictures. And I also saw a video about different film simulations and how you can kind of make them on the Ricoh, and that actually took the auto camera JPEGs from being pretty mediocre to being so good that I don't really feel any need to edit the photos from the Ricoh anymore. Last time I used the Ricoh was yesterday. That's the camera I took with me when I went to the park with my daughter yesterday. Yesterday was also my wife's birthday, by the way. We had a nice little family dinner all together, and yeah, we're actually going, I don't know if I mentioned it, but we're going to Osaka this week. On Thursday I'm going there with my daughter. My wife is leaving on Wednesday, so we plan on celebrating her a little bit more in Osaka. We're going to the expo, but we might also do something else. Haven't really planned that. Sometimes miss the viewfinder. I think it's a sacrifice you have to make in order to make it so small. But yeah, I wish they could come up with a way to put a viewfinder in there without increasing the size and weight. That would be terrific. This looks like a very nice line of houses. What do we have on this side? There's some big facility here on this side of the road. I think it might be some sort of water processing plant or something. Let's see these pools here. That's what we have here on the north side of the river. Yeah, Sakai purification plant. It's still yesterday here, so happy birthday to Miss T. Yeah, thank you. I will forward those words. I'm sure she will be happy to hear that my viewers celebrated her. It's all wasted sides and weight if I can't hold and see properly. Yeah, well, I get your point, but it's maybe not only designed for you. Maybe you're just not in the target demographic for it. Maybe a Fuji X100 would be more suitable. Then you get the viewfinder, but that's a significantly bigger and heavier camera. You also have the RX1 series from Sony, which is seriously compact but has a built-in viewfinder. So maybe you should go for one of those instead. Pink shorts today. Still these kind of burgundy ones. Yeah. Can't find any pink shorts anymore. At least not at Uniqlo. Maybe I need to contact the tailor. Maybe I have to get some custom-made TE pink shorts for next season. Matrix is glitched again. Oh, yeah, just keeps happening. Eh? I wonder if it could be Prism's fault. Maybe I should give Streamlabs another try. It's been many years since I used Streamlabs. Here you can see a little bit of this water treatment facility. We used to have lots of problems with Streamlabs. Some of my viewers probably remember those days. But who knows, that was probably 3-4 years ago. Maybe they got their stuff together. Maybe it's more reliable now. Oh, the glory days of glitches. Yeah, well, it looks like we're back. We're back in those days now. Lots of glitching today, it seems. We are slowly approaching the 1 hour mark of today's stream. How walkable is this side? Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, Jenny, thank you. Flowers for Miss T's birthday. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Trees are the junksters. Yeah, maybe. That used to be the case. Not sure if it still holds true though. Maybe. Okay, now I can see actually signal here is weak. Now I'm even getting this transmission is unstable due to a weak network connection warnings, which is usually not a good sign. So maybe I should head out to the other side again. Avoid being covered by trees. Tanjobi omedetou. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. See, I hope the stream is working again now. We did bump into a rough spot. But so we started out here and we walked all the way. Let's see, last stream I started here. Here's the Tamagawa Josui station on the Tama monorail. I started here, walked until somewhere probably around here. Here's the park where I ended last time. Now we've been walking all the way here. We are close to Kichioji station, it says. Yes, we are getting close to Mitaka. This is the Ghibli Museum. Can you see this cute little Totoro drawing? So we are getting close to the park where I plan on wrapping up today's stream. Map says we're still 30 minutes away though. Now it looks like signal is back. So I think when I walked on the other side of the river and it was very covered with trees, maybe those trees were too strong in blocking out the signal. But yeah, hopefully we're back now. And we just passed, no, we are still, okay, we're still 5 minutes from the 1 hour mark. Not there just yet. Yeah, you can hear the cicadas, right? They are still alive and well. But I think their season is coming to an end soon. Oh, I don't know if you can see, but the streets here are like super straight. You can see so far down this street. See, no curves, no big building in the far distance. This looks like a nice little park. Nishikubo Koen. Pretty small, but quite nice. Shiritsu, so it's maintained by Musashinoshi, the name of the part of Tokyo that I'm currently in. Wait, did I... The screen is very dark now. I'm struggling to read. Yeah, now we're just 2 minutes away from the 1 hour mark. Battery is at 60%, which is not too bad. There are a few high-rise buildings over there. I wonder where those are. If they're next to Inokashira Kogan. They look kind of new. What's the step count for the 1 hour mark T? Let's see. So I did start this a little bit late, right? We walked 4 kilometers. And step count, can I see that? Don't know. No. Oddly enough, I can't see how many steps I've taken so far. Or maybe I can if I do like this. Wait. But this is like all day since I woke up. 8,700 steps. But that's not since the start of this stream, so yeah. Someday Jenny and I will go to Japan and come equipped. Yes, please do. Let's walk here in this little park. When I lived in Japan, most maps were oriented from the point of view of you watching it. So even if you don't manage well with directions, you should be fine. Yeah, I don't know. To me, that's just confusing things more than necessarily. But maybe that's because I grew up in a country where north is always put facing upwards on the map, which I think is the norm in most parts of the Western world, at least. But yeah, here in Japan they do things a little bit differently. There we see some other high-rise buildings. Those must be near Kichioji Station. Or maybe Mitaka Station. We're very close to Mitaka Station now. Yeah, that's right. I remember from my Chuo line walk that Tamagawa Josui runs just past Mitaka Station. It's one of the few major train stops that it actually passes. してください. Let's see. Will we be allowed to cross? There we go. Those high rises there, they are close to Mitaka Station, which is just a little bit further down this road. Oh yeah, I think that's Mitaka Station. I remember this area from my Chuo line walk earlier this year. I did pass here. Oh, let's do a little dash before it turns red. There we go. Made it. The Matrix have been glitchy for me too, yesterday and today. I don't know why it's happening. Maybe I need to try some other streaming software. So let's see. I wonder if I can walk through the station building, because I actually want to be on the other side of the train tracks now, because that's where the river continues. I think so. Looks like I should be able to pass through here. Lovely neighborhood, says Ario. Yeah, I think so. I think Mitaka is very nice. Go through it without the matrix kicking out. We shall see. So far it says full signal, 10,000 kilobits per second. So far so good. Mitaka station, which is a pretty busy station. Is there any other line other than the Chuo line stopping here? I don't think so. No, it's just the Chuo line here. Yeah, I remember this spot too from my Chuo line walk. I've been here before, and I think from here we can see the Tamagawa Josui again. It comes out, it's like buried under the station, and then it comes out from the ground over here. Yeah, it's a pretty busy station. Don't know exactly why, to be honest, because yeah, it's not like a big junction or any other like transfers or anything here. Maybe it's just a busy neighborhood. And do we have any cone counters with us today? Maybe not. One hour and 10 minutes into the stream now, and the phone just hit 50% battery left. Should be good for today. Not planning to make today's walk terribly long anyway. Maybe another 30 minutes at most. But yeah, here it is. Our little friend Tamagawa Josui. And here's a little Mitaka tourist information center. See lots of Totoro and Ghibli material. So I think Miyazaki Hayao, the creator of Totoro, he's from here, if I am not mistaken. Don't know if he still lives around here, but yeah, where's Ray? Well, it's night in Europe right now, so usually he's not joining us on walks in this time slot, unfortunately. Oh, we're just hitting 150 viewers. Nice. It was very much stuck at 120, 130 for a long time, but maybe it's increasing a little bit now. now that I reach slightly more urban areas, I guess more people stick around. I know that from experience that most or many people don't really appreciate these walks where it's mostly like just greenery, which is understandable. I mean, I understand that people want to, if they click on a Japan or Tokyo stream, they kind of want to see something a little bit more urban. Makes sense. It's just unfortunate that I personally enjoy greenery more than concrete and steel, but that's just me. Ah, Christine, you've done this walk from Inokashira Park back to Mitaka Station via Ghibli Museum. Yeah, I think Mitaka Station is the nearest station to the Ghibli Museum, isn't it? So there's probably a bit of tourists coming this way because of that. I prefer the countryside and suburbs, actually. Yeah. There's a handful of you out there, which I really appreciate. But the vast majority of viewers prefer just, I don't know, Shibuya and Shinjuku over greener areas, unfortunately. You show another side of Tokyo. I do, yes, because that's what I enjoy. I show the parts that I like the most. There's also a shuttle from Mitaka Station to the museum. Yeah. I think maybe that's the one coming here. Could it be? Maybe. Mitaka City Bus. And walk in the shade. I didn't put any sunscreen today. Some cones hiding in here too. Maybe those cones were playing hide and seek. Sunscreen was maybe a mistake. UV index 5 right now. Not terribly high, but still. Yeah, Shibuya has been putting some effort into preventing people from celebrating Halloween for the last couple of years. I think it was triggered by that horrible accident in Korea a couple of years ago, when there was like lots of people getting crushed to death. Oh look, Jewel over there. Lots of people got crushed at some kind of stampede in some narrow alley during a Halloween party. And yeah, the geography of Shibuya is also kind of like something similar could be happening there, so it does make sense. feel like we're getting closer and closer to the park. I just see kind of like a wall of greenery in front of me here. So I think we're almost there. Oh wow, now number of viewers jumped up to 176. Welcome everybody who is new. This is the, fifth episode of my Tamagawa Josui walk, which is a man-made canal, 400 years old, that runs from the outskirts of Tokyo, near the mountains, into the city center. And we are now in Mitaka, which is kind of starting to be a little bit more central Tokyo, I guess you can say. Not central, but at least we're in Tokyo now. Like we're getting close to the city. There's a little bit of urban. What is this? Mitaka City Yuzo Yamamoto Kinenkan. I see some other museum here. Up until now it's been very kind of rural most of the walk, but now it's getting more and more urban. What's this? Other than a good opportunity to give you a reflection reveal, it also looked like it could have been some sort of restaurant. It looks kind of close though. Ah yes, if you are watching this and you haven't pressed the like button yet, please consider doing so. It's such an easy way for you to show your appreciation and support. Yes, Yari, you always like. That's good. And you're also probably one of the most frequent commentators on my channel, which I really appreciate. Thank you so much for that. That goes for the rest of you as well, by the way. Leaving a comment is also good, as it helps increase the reach of my videos. So that's another great way you can support my channel. And of course, super chats are the ultimate way of supporting me. That really helps me boost my motivation to walk more frequent and to walk further. It is the support I get from you that keeps this channel running. I say that every time, but it's because it's always true. And some of you are very generous today, and that means a lot to me. Thank you so much for that. I think we just reached Inokashira Koen. Ghibli Museum, 300 meters that way, says this sign. But that's not where I'm going now. Instead, I actually think, let me take a look at a map. The park starts here. Let me walk a little bit further with you before we say goodbye. Just a little bit. This is still the Tamagawa Josui, by the way. It's been nice because so far this series I've been really able to walk next to the thing that I've been following for pretty much the entire time. It's a bit different when I do the train lines. Then I always have to kind of divert a few blocks here and there. But walking this river, it's actually very, very friendly to people like me who wants to just walk next to it, and I like that. I like that. So yeah, looks like signal is not too strong here though. That's unfortunate, but hopefully you can watch. You are still with me. I will just walk a little bit further down here, and then I will wave goodbye to you in the park. Or actually, you know what? Let's do that ice cream break together. Why not? Some of you asked me to get an ice cream in the park. So let's do that. Let's keep the stream running as I buy myself an ice cream. That's a funny sign. It says forbidden to practice golf. I guess that sign has to be there for a reason. Kind of wonder what happened. Yeah, there is a handful of good cafes in this park. Oh look, here we have a bench that is sealed off by cones. Interesting. So we are. So here's the Tamagawa Josui. If I continue that way, I will not really get to where I want to go. So I will say goodbye to Tamagawa Josui for now, for this walk. Bye bye Tamagawa Josui. And instead I will head towards the part of the park where I can buy ice cream. Look at this. Why is this bench sealed off? There is a little plaque, some sort of inscription here. Omoide benchi. Nandaro. So, Tamagawa Josui walk is over for today. Now the rest of this stream will just be a little bonus ice cream hunt. 4 cones for A. Memorial danger bench. Yeah, I wonder. Didn't really read the whole thing. That's good, because getting to this spot to continue the walk will not be too challenging. I just go to Shibuya from my place, change to Inokashira line, and then I can get off in this park. So that's good. I hope I can make another episode maybe on Wednesday before we go to Osaka. Let's see, there's a little kiosk or restaurant or something here. Doesn't look like a place that has ice cream though. Pretty sure there are more ice cream shops this way. Thank you, Mr. Miyazaki. Yeah, we've been joking about this Tamagawa Josui for so many years. I'm actually kind of proud that I finally managed to make it happen. Also, signal looks like it's very, very weak here in the park, but judging from the chats, I don't see too many complaints, so I guess we're good. Let's go down here. Inokashira line connects to my old line, the Odakyu. Yes, it does, in Shimokitazawa. Will you be visiting Nick in Kyushu, I wonder? I don't have any Kyushu trips in the pipeline as of right now, but who knows? I hope I can go there. Been streaming for 1.5 hours now, and battery's down to 35%. It's a nice house. I wonder if someone's actually living on the second floor. First floor looks like a restaurant. And yeah, here's a pretty nice little shrine. Okay, that's an Italian restaurant. I'm pretty sure that there are a few like kiosks down here that has ice cream. Oh, David, welcome. Welcome. Better late than never. We are just about to wrap up today's walk, actually. And here's Inokashira Zoo, which is a very cute little zoo. I plan to come here with my daughter sometime. They have a kind of little kids petting zoo where you can play with like guinea pigs and rabbits and stuff. I'm sure she would like that. Another lovely park. Yeah. Inokashira Park is one of the nicer ones in Tokyo. I'm always feeling envious at the people living here. There's this big mansion just next to the park. It's pretty old, but they must have a very, very nice view. Okay, back in the clay. Enjoy the rest of your trip. Yeah, here we can see the pond. This part is pretty disgusting though, but the rest of it is nice. Yeah, tons of algae here. The water is so green. That does not look so nice. You should show us the swan boats. Oh yeah, the swan boats, huh? They're over there. Let's see. We might be able to catch a glimpse of them before I wrap up today's stream. The water looks like matcha. Yeah, it does. It's the matcha lake in Inokashira Koen. Matcha no ike. A lot of people eating lunch, yeah. I guess I will have lunch soon too. A wonderful matcha lake, yeah. I think there's ice cream here. I think, if I remember correctly. Oh, there's also some filming going on. Huh, no ice cream. It seems. I see namabiru, ramune. No ice cream. Where can we get ice cream then? Maybe I have to walk over to the swan boats. Oh wait, there's actually a vending machine for ice cream. So let's just do that then. Not the best, but whatever. Can't walk around forever chasing for ice cream. So I guess we should get some matcha ice since we're on the topic of matcha today. Flavorful green tea, it says. Sounds good. IC カード。Here we go, ice cream. But no trash can even. That's ugly. Oh, and then I, of course, just after buying the ice cream, I see that there's a shop that has some soft serve here. Anyway, whatever. Let's watch the swan boats and eat this matcha ice cream, and that will be it for today. for a country that prides itself so much on its supposedly being so hospitable, and I feel this lack of trash cans, especially in places like this, and especially next to an ice cream vending machine. That's not very omotenashi. Can you see? The lake is, yeah, pretty much the same color. That's actually a pretty fun thumbnail. Let's go into the shade here. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me on today's walk. It was a good one. Did you see trash cans behind me on my right? Really? Could be. Here's another ice cream vending machine. But yeah, I think that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye. Hej då. Auf Wiedersehen und mata ne. Tschüss. Matcha. Matcha lake. Matcha swan boats. Matcha life. Bye bye.